Come take a good look around. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. In 65, tension was running high at my school. There was a lot of fights between the black and white. There was nothing you could do. Two cars at a light on a Saturday night. In the backseat there was a gun. Words are passed, a shotgun blast. Troubled times had come to my hometown. To my hometown. To my hometown. To my hometown. Now Main Street's whitewashed windows and vacant stores. Seems like there ain't nobody wants to come down here no more. They're closing down the textile mill across the railroad tracks. Foreman says these jobs are going, boys, and they ain't coming back to your hometown. To your hometown. To your hometown. To your hometown. Last night me and Kay, we laid in bed talking about getting out, packing up our bags, maybe heading south. 35, we got a boy of our own now. Last night I sat him up behind the wheel, said, son, take a good look around. This is your hometown.
Good evening and welcome to the 6th annual Nutley High School Patriot Club Veterans Day program. And a special welcome to our veterans and their families. At this time, please welcome Nutley High School Patriot Club President, Dante Cantella.
Good evening. On behalf of the Nutley High School Patriot Club, we welcome you to our 6th annual Veterans Day program. We look forward every year to see you and honor you for your service to the country. To our Vietnam veterans, welcome home. And a special belated happy birthday to the 244th happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps. The Nutley High School Patriot Club and students are working to promote the patriotic spirit of Nutley High School community and to honor and assist members of the U.S. Armed Forces and our veterans, obviously. And please sit back and enjoy the evening, and we're happy to have you here.
Please welcome the Treasurer and Secretary of the Nutley High School Patriot Club, Ryan O'Connor and Alexander French. Ryan O'Connor will read George Washington's prayer to the United States.
Almighty God, we make our earnest prayer that Thou wilt keep the United States in Thy holy protection, that thou wilt incline the hearts of the citizens to cultivate a spirit of subordination and obedience to government, and entertain a brotherly affection and love for one another and for their fellow citizens of the United States of America at large. And finally, that thou wilt most graciously be pleased to dispose us all to do justice, to love mercy, and to demean ourselves with that charity, humility, and pacific temper of mind which were the characteristics of the divine author of our blessed religion, and without whose example in these things we can never hope to be a happy nation. Grant our supplication, we beseech thee, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem, sung by the Nutley High School Choir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. The mission of Honor Flight is to transport Americans veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit those memorials dedicated to honor the service and sacrifices of themselves and their friends. Ladies and gentlemen, from Honor Flight, New Jersey, please welcome Jose Panchi.
Good evening, everyone. Let me start off by saying, veterans, Mr. Vic, Patriot Club members, good evening, and thank you for allowing me a few moments to discuss Honor Flight of New Jersey. While I was sitting there, I did see some guys come in, and I do remember seeing you on previous Honor Flights. So I just want to provide everybody with a basic understanding of what Honor Flight is and what to expect if you decide to join us. Honor Flight New Jersey is actually part of the National Honor Flight Network. There's at least one chapter in every state, with some states having multiple chapters, such as Texas and California. Again, my name is Jose Panchi, and I'm a volunteer who represents New Jersey's only Honor Flight chapter, which is run by a husband and wife team out of Williamstown, New Jersey, Ron and Pam Pontana. They take care of the southern part and central part of New Jersey. I take care of the northern part. As you heard, part of the mission at Honor Flight is to ensure that our veterans have the opportunity to visit the Washington, D.C. memorials dedicated in their honor of their service and of their sacrifices to our nation. While we do represent all New Jersey veterans, we do give top priority when we go on our trips down to D.C. to World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam veterans, along with those veterans that are terminally ill. Veterans requiring assistance that wish to make the trip with us are fully accommodated. If you have a walker or a wheelchair, or if you cannot walk, we will hold your hand, we will push you, we will do whatever we have to do to allow you to enjoy your memorials. Veterans requiring assistance, again, fully accommodated. And one very important thing is that all our flights that we do down to DC, we always travel with a physician, and we also travel with first trained first responders such as myself. Our next honor flight is scheduled for June 3rd, 2020. On your way in, you should have received an application along with a flyer, not only for the veteran, but also for a guardian if you wish to bring one. One thing that really makes honor flight very special is that our veterans pay absolutely nothing. There is no hidden agenda, there is no surprises, there's no fees. We don't ask you for money when you get off the bus in DC and tell you, you got to pay us to bring you back. Guardians, there is a fee. I'm a guardian, and I have to pay that fee just like any other guardian that goes with a veteran. So a little bit about our trip. We typically have anywhere between 100 to 125 veterans that make our trips yearly with us. So our day starts off pretty early up here in North Jersey, somewhere around 3:30 in the morning. We know that seems a little bit, it could seem like a little bit of a long day. However, we do provide our veterans and our guardians making the trip with very comfortable bus accommodations, coach buses, so it's like the coach bus that you see on the Parkway going down to Atlantic City. They all have bathrooms, and we also provide our veterans and our guardians with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and beverages also throughout the day. We do not supply alcohol, sorry. So if you've ever been to DC, you know that DC traffic can be an issue. One of the really neat things about Honor Flight is that we team up with the U.S. Park Police. So once we get into the DC, the district limits, we are picked up and we are escorted for the entire day by the U.S. Park Police. And I have to tell you, it's pretty impressive to watch these guys and these women on motorcycles basically split traffic so 6 or 7 buses can make it down right in the middle of rush hour. It's pretty neat. During our time down there, veterans are provided with plenty of time to reflect on your service and sacrifices at each of the memorials we stop at. During our 2019 trip that we just finished up last year, we were able to make stops at the Air Force Memorial, Iwo Jima, World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam memorials. One of the things that's really neat about that is there's a lot of regular people that are on vacation, a lot of tourists, a lot of U.S. citizens, and our veterans that go down there, they are constantly being thanked for their sacrifices and for their service. Now there are some other surprises that Ron and Pam have for our veterans that go down. They asked me not to say anything, but I can assure you that those are very memorable. In closing, this will be my 4th honor flight that I'm making. And I know that we've had several veterans, as I said before, from Nutley make the trip with us. I can say, and I'm sure that those individuals are vets that made the trip with us last time, they will confirm that what we do in honor flight surpasses anything they could have imagined. At the end of tonight's program, I'll be in the back. If anyone has any questions, any concerns, by all means, feel free to stop up, see me, and I'll answer anything I can for you. So once again, I thank you for the privilege for allowing me to speak before you, for your service to our nation, and may God bless each of you. Thank you.
From the Office of Public Affairs, please welcome Mr. Courtney Johnson.
Thank you. This is one Marine out here. I went in the Marine Corps back in 1986, and I retired in 2007. My son just got in the Marine Corps too. He went in for about 6 years. So this tonight means so much to me, and to have a township to recognize veterans the way that Nutley does is kind of unheard of. I represent the Department of Public Affairs and the Military Veterans Affairs Bureau. And I just thank God for the commissioners that are here, the mayor, that allowed for such a bureau to be in this township. It was put together by Commissioner Rogers. It's the first time, and he hasn't been to this program. And he wanted me to extend a thanks to you and to say thank you for allowing us just to be here. Tonight is my pleasure just to go ahead and award the Veteran of the Year. I just thank God for the Veteran of the Year. He really touched my heart. And like I said, commissioners are here. And they want to make sure that you know that this is just not coming from the Military and Veterans Affairs Bureau, but it's coming from them. The commissioners have put in a great bureau here in this township. To be honest with you, at the beginning, I didn't think it was going to work. I was one of the skeptics saying that it's something that could not be done. But because of people like the commissioners in this township and the mayor, the Military and Veterans Affairs Bureau has, we have been able to get people's pensions taken care of. We have over $800,000 that we recovered in pensions, compensation, and benefits. So if you're out there right now and you served in the military and you don't have any benefits, you need to come by and see us. I'm going to do something I usually wouldn't do, but because I'm home, I'm going to do it. My cell phone number is, you can call me on my personal cell phone, 570, I'm lying, 973-508-5216. That's 973-508-5216. If I could be 90% disabled, and I am, I'm sure that I can find benefits for you. You may not need them now, you may be too young, but like me, you'll be in your 50s one day, and you'll be so glad that you have your benefits. You earned them, it's about time that you got them. Give yourselves a hand for your service. Now to business. United States Merchant Marine has a rich history. Their wartime record reveals their losses were among the highest of any group in the front lines. They died at a rate of 1 in 24. All told, 733 American cargo ships were lost, and 8,651 of those ships were also lost. 215,000 who served perished in troubled waters. We're here to honor a Merchant Marine. Jose Torres, good man that he is, was a very patriotic guy. I remember meeting him, and I'm going to give this award to him posthumously because he did pass. But I remember meeting him last year, and he looked me straight up and down and said, "You know what, you want tall chocolate cup of water." And I looked at him and I'm like, "Well, who are you?" He said, "I'm Jose Torres, and I am tougher than you." And I'm like, "Okay." He's about this tall, so I was like, "Are you sure about that?" He said, "Yeah, I got hit by 2 torpedoes and I lived." That is absolutely true. Wherever he went, a torpedo went with him. I said, "I'm glad I wasn't around when you were around." Jose Torres, and I'm going to read a little bit about him, served in the Merchant Marines, a division of the United States Marine Coast Guard. His service in the Merchant Marines during the World War II was from October 13, 1943 to 15 August 1945. He served in 3 theaters: the Atlantic War Zone, the Mediterranean War Zone, and the Pacific War. We'd like for his family to come up. Are they here? It's so much I can say. Come on up. You better go. Stay right there, guys. There's so much I can say about Mr. Torres, and they're finding out more about him since he's passed. They're looking around the house, and they're finding flags everywhere. There was a flag in the bathroom, a flag in the office, a flag in books. So I'm here today to ask you, where's your flag? Where's your flag? We want to make sure that we're carrying ourselves properly beyond Memorial Day, that you see us beyond Veterans Day. We should walk around proudly because we're born in the greatest country on the face of the earth, the United States of America. Amen? So today I want to give out the Veteran of the Year. This man has earned this, not because he dodged torpedoes. I still don't know how he did that. But because he is a patriot and we miss him so much and he touched all of our lives. So today, here we go. Veteran of the Year. It says Army. Dan, it says Army. I'm just kidding. Army. I'm going to read it. It says Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, Air Force. Although no engraved stone bears record of their deeds, yet will their remembrance be lasting as the men it honors, the men it remembers. Today we give the Veteran of the Year to Jose Garcia Torres. Give him a hand. Lastly, I got to get out of the way. Is Vince here? There he is. I want you to come up, Vince, and you didn't know this was going to happen to you. We're so happy to have a counselor that's with the Military and Veterans Affairs Bureau. He's been there for us, helping people along the way who have post-traumatic stress disorder and have many different things happen. Sometimes you can't talk to someone, but it feels so good to be able to relate to someone and to speak with them about the different things that you go through. We meet every Friday at 4 o'clock, and we'll love to have you at 149 Chestnut Street, Department of Public Affairs building. Tonight, what we'd like to do is present him with the medal, the Nutley Township Medal.
For more than 77 years, the USO has helped strengthen America's military service members by keeping them connected to family, home, and country. The USO Show Troop continues that rich American tradition with over 350 live annual performances, entertaining more than 500,000 service members and their families around the world. Please welcome the USO Show Troop.
For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. boogie woogie bugle boy, accompany me. He made a go of you before his uncle sang. We really run down because a good night jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the captain out of drafted in band. And now the company jumps when he plays rapidly. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, accompany me. A root, a toot, the attitude, he blows the beat to goodbye. In boogie rhythm, we can't run alone unless the bass of the time is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays rapidly. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, accompany me. He must sigh, boogie woogie bugle boy, accompany me. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else like me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. I just got word from a girl who heard from the gal next door to me. What'd she say? The boy she met just loves to pet and fits her to a T. So don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. To all the boys I've known and I've known some, when I first saw you I was lonesome. Then you came inside to my heart so bright, and the whole world's new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. So I rack my brain trying to explain all the things that you do to me. My dear Mr. Shane, please let me explain. My dear Mr. Shane means I'm your friend. My dear Mr. Shane, I cannot explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain. My dear Mr. Shane, so kiss me and say you'll understand.
Ooh, that was nice. Let's take it back to boogie.
Because the boys to sleep with boogie every night, and wakes them up the same way in the early night. They got their hands and stamp their feet, because they know how it plays when someone gets it from me. He really breaks it up when he plays rapidly. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, accompany me. When he plays rapidly, he's the boogie woogie bugle boy, accompany me.
How about those ladies, huh?
Born down in a dead town. The first kick I took was when I hit the ground. Now end up like a dog that can be too much till you find half your life just to cover it up. I'm born in the USA. Born in the USA. Born in the USA. Born in the USA. Got into a little hometown jam, so they put a rifle in my hands. Now send me off to a foreign land to go and kill got nowhere to run, I ain't got nowhere to go. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA, I was born in the USA, born in the USA, born in the USA, I was born in the USA, born in the USA, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the USO Show Troupe. We got a couple more songs here for you guys, but we just want to take a moment and thank you all for coming out. And to the veterans and those who have served and maybe sacrificed, we thank you so much for what you've done. And for the families who have felt the loss of distance and time from that sacrifice as well, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Happy Veterans Day to all of you. We got a couple more numbers for you guys. Thank you again for coming out.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, then I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say, breaking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm the right song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. I'm losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. I'm in too deep. Yeah, I'm in too deep. It's been 2 years. I miss my home. There's a fire burning in my bones. I still believe. Yeah, I still believe. All of those things I didn't say, breaking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm the right song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. A lot of fight left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. This is my fight song. Hey! Take back my life song. Hey! Prove I'm the right song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Oh, I've still got another fight left in me.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again
just my family and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love his land. God bless the USA.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from the sea to shining sea, Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time to stand and say, stand and say.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on me, and from my good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. America,
The United States Army. During World War I, 4,057,101 soldiers served valiantly on the field of battle. To all the men and women of the Army throughout our history, our gratitude and our salute.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey, the Army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, wherever we go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along. Coast Guard. During the Korean War, 44,143 members of the Coast Guard fought bravely for freedom's preservation. To the many generations of Coast Guard veterans, our gratitude and our salute.
We're always ready for the call. We place our trust in Thee. Through howling gale and shot and shell, to win our victory.
Semper Paratus is our God, our pledge, our motto too.
We're always ready, do or die. I Coast Guard will fight for you.
The United States Marine Corps. In the Vietnam War, 794,000 Marines served our country with honor and valor. To every member of the Marine Corps who served in every conflict, we salute you.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land, and sea.
First we fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines.
The United States Air Force. During the Persian Gulf War, 4,051 Air Force pilots put their lives on the line for the defense of freedom. To all the Air Force pilots who continue to defend that freedom, our gratitude and our salute.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sky. Here they come, seeming to be our thunder. Adam boys, give it the gun. Down we dive, spouting our flame from under. Off with one hell of a road. We live in fame, or go down in flame. For nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force Army.
First to fight for the right and to build a nation's might.
Navy,
There's a way, my boy.
Coast Guard,
Semper Paratus is our God.
Marine Corps,
From the halls of Montezuma,
Air Force,
off we go.
Into the wild blue yonder. This is America.
Thank you guys so much for having us. It's been an honor. This is our very last song. If you know it, please come along, sing along.
Well, if you ask me where I come from, here's what I tell everyone. I was born by God's dear grace in an extraordinary place where the stars rise and the eagle flies. It's a real land that comes to me, and happiness ain't out of reach. It's operation. Yeah, we've seen enough to know we gotta eat good. Where the stars rise and the eagle flies. There's a lady that stands in the harbor for what we believe, and there's a bell that still echoes the
is the only place that I prefer. Well, if you got pride and proud you do, hey, we can use some more like me and you. With the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. With the stars and stripes and the eagle fly.
At this time, we'll recognize the veterans who are in attendance tonight. Please welcome Nutley High School Principal, Mr. Dennis Williams.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank JD and the kids for just another great job. Let's give them a round of applause. Great job. This is becoming something that we're known for in Nutley, and I'm very proud to be associated with it. Each year, we announce the names that were given to us. I just want to make an announcement. If we did not announce your name at the end, please let us know. We do try to meet and hit everyone. So without further ado, we'll start. It's alphabetical. First name, William Adesso, U.S. Army, 1967-69, Vietnam. Great. All right, we worked it out. Vincent Adornetti, U.S. Navy, 1953 to 56, Korea. Ezzeddin Bautista, U.S. Air Force, 1994 to present. Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom. Joseph Beninato, U.S. Army, 1961 to 63, Vietnam. John Becerra, U.S. Army, 1969 to 70, Vietnam. 1966 to 68, Vietnam. Benaya Brabant, U.S. Army, 1982 to 90, Grenada, Panama. James Calley, U.S. Army, 1971 to 72, Vietnam. Gene Carlson, U.S. Army, 1963 to 65, Vietnam. Dennis Cedrone, U.S. Army, 1966 to 68, Vietnam. Peter Cullen, U.S. Army, 1966 to 69, Vietnam. Rich DiLorenzo, U.S. Army, 1966 to 67, Vietnam. T.R. Dries, U.S. Army, 1966 to 68, Vietnam. Vincent Dino Taras, U.S. Army, 1979 to 83, European Theater.
You're here, stand up.
Get you. Okay. Luther Engler, U.S. Marine Corps, 1960 to 64, Vietnam and the Cuban Missile Crisis. Daniel Fasanelli, U.S. Army, 1968 to 69, Vietnam. Bob Fredericks, U.S. Air Force, 1963 to 66. Gibbons, U.S. Air Force, 1964 to 68, Vietnam. Vincent Greco Jr., U.S. Navy, 1952 to 56, Korea. Gerard Green, U.S. Navy, 1987 to 94, Gulf War. Clifford Heydrich, U.S. Air Force, 1956 to 57, Europe. Robert Iacobucci, U.S. Army, 1957-1958, stateside. Jeffrey Jones, U.S. Air Force, 1968 to 69, Vietnam. John Kruk, U.S. Army, 1965 to 66, Vietnam. Massatelli, U.S. Army, 1967-69, Vietnam. Donald Morrison, U.S. Marine Corps, 1952-56, Korea. Prashani Padala, U.S. Army, 2002-09, Operation Enduring Freedom. William Padner, U.S. Army, 1961-65, stateside. Joseph Popsisel, U.S. Navy, 1951-55, Korea. Rosati, U.S. Navy, 2007-2008, Afghanistan, 2016-2017, Djibouti. Anthony Santoro, U.S. Army, 1967-69, Vietnam. Don Solari, U.S. Army, 1966-68, Vietnam. Rocco Soratelli, U.S. Air Force, 1968 to 72, Vietnam. Richard Sabello, U.S. Army, 1966 to 67, Vietnam. Jack Sagano, U.S. Air Force, 1954 to 58, European Theater. Eugene Simmons, U.S. Army, 1968-1995, Vietnam. Garrett Sprong, U.S. Marines, 1957 to 59, States Army. Joseph Swistic, U.S. Air Force, 1966 to 70, Vietnam. Leo Tianqi Jr., U.S. Army, 1999 to 2015, Operation Iraqi Freedom. Malcolm Titel, U.S. Army, 1970 to 72, Vietnam. 5759, Germany. Robert Villani, U.S. Army, 1970 to 71, Vietnam. Robert Wada, U.S. Air Force, 1956 to 60, Cold War. Andres Wegerzinski, U.S. Army, 1968 to 76, Vietnam. At this time, anyone who was not mentioned, please stand.
Dominic Cuccinello, U.S. Navy, 57 to 60. I didn't fill out the form.
All right, that's why we do this at the end. Torre, U.S. Army. Emmanuel Ferreira, 1968 to 70, Vietnam, U.S. Army.
Vice President of the Nutley High School Patriot Club, Johnny Montrano.
At this time, we'd like to remember those who could not be with us tonight. Those soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Last year, members of our Patriot Club were given the privilege to lay a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown at Arlington National Cemetery in an Army wreath-laying ceremony. This is the second time our club has had this honor. In the days leading up to the ceremony, our students practiced every step they would make in the ceremony, practicing on the steps here at the Oval, assisted by U.S. Army Sergeant Daniel Reyes, who took time to train the students. They also studied YouTube videos of other students doing the ceremony and had committed to do it better than any other student group they had watched. There was one last rehearsal at the hotel in D.C. before heading to Arlington that morning. They wanted it to be perfect. Well, we think they did an outstanding job of representing our town and those who had served. We want to relive that ceremony together tonight by video as we remember those heroes who paid the ultimate sacrifice and are not here today, but are not forgotten. Please stand.
May I have your attention, please? The ceremony that you are about to witness is an Army reclaim ceremony to be conducted by Nutley High School Patriot Club. It is requested that everyone remain silent and standing during the ceremony. All military personnel in uniform order the hand salute, and it is appropriate for all others to place their right hand over their heart upon the command of present all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patriot Club Advisor, J.D. Vick.
Just before we leave, just wanted to say thank you to all those who are here tonight. I want to thank Miss Ribaldi and her class from Yannick Hall School here tonight. Didn't they do a great job? They handled all those slides for you. I want to thank members of our Patriot Club that are here tonight. And don't they look sharp? There's a lot of people to thank, and I hate starting today name names, but I do want to mention Gary and Erica Ella Bush back in the booth, and Joe, who everybody meets when he comes in. He gets everything registered, and so we want to thank you guys for all the work you do back there. So thank you very much. I want to thank our commissioners for being here. The mayor was here earlier, Commissioner Tucci, Commissioner Petracco, and just for creating an environment here in Nutley where patriotism is very important, and supporting our veterans is very important here in Nutley. And I'm definitely proud to live here in Nutley. I'm proud to work here in Nutley, and I'm proud to be an American. And so thank you guys for just as what our Patriot Club does, we do want to promote patriotism in our school and in our community. Some of the things that our guys do, this is our biggest event of the year, but when it snows, these guys go out and plow the snow at the different memorials here in town, and they do a lot of things that to serve others. And my dad taught me 3 things that were very important. That's God, family, country. And so I'm very grateful for that. Hopefully we can pass that on to my dad passed away in February, but he was a Army veteran, and he actually came to one of our programs here. So I'm very happy that he got to see that. And so to all those who are not with us tonight, we do miss you. Right now, before we leave, and hope everybody can come over to the Knights of Columbus. We've got some food waiting for you over there, and it's on Chestnut Street, right up here at the Knights of Columbus, and we'll end this great evening. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the service, and for one more song, the USO Show Troop.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean.
Thank you very much, USO Show Troop. Now this is our annual tradition. This is our 6th year to do that. We want all the veterans to come down, and we want to do a group photo here. And the USO Show Troop is also going to be available afterwards for a meet and greet if you want to do that with a photo op or whatever. But so veterans, come on down. Thank you for coming, and God bless.
was 8 years old and running with a dime in my hand to the bus stop to pick up a paper from my old man. Sit on his lap in that big old Buick, steer as we drove through town. Tassel my hair, say son, take a good look around. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. In 65, tension was running high at my school. There was a lot of fights between the black and white. There was nothing you could do. Two cars at a light on a Saturday night. In the backseat there was a gun. Words are passed, a shotgun blast. Troubled times had come to my hometown. To my hometown. To my hometown. To my hometown. Now Main Street's whitewashed windows and vacant stores. Seems like there ain't nobody wants to come down here no more. They're closing down the textile mill across the railroad tracks. Foreman says these jobs are going, boys, and they ain't coming back to your hometown. To your hometown. To your hometown. To your hometown. Last night me and Kay, we laid in bed talking about getting out, packing up our bags, maybe heading south. At 35, we got a boy of our own now. Last night I sat up